Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make tomato soup. This is a very, very loved recipe. Many people have had it and told me how much they enjoyed it, so I wanted to share it with you. It's so easy. It starts with a can of diced tomatoes or whole tomatoes, any kind. I actually usually use home canned tomatoes. So 1 quart of tomatoes, and you can do this recipe. We're gonna start by sauteing onion and garlic. Onion and garlic are very, very nutritious. Specifically, I wanna point out that garlic is antiviral and antibacterial, antifungal. It's anti a lot of things, and it has so many good compounds in it that just boost our health and boost our immune system. So we definitely want that these days. So let's step over to the stove. We're gonna start by sauteing the onion and the garlic. All right, to begin with, we're gonna put about a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan. You can use coconut oil if you like. And we're gonna saute the onion and the garlic until it's just tender. When the garlic and the onion are tender, that would be probably just a minute or two. Then we're going to add the can of tomatoes, and we're going to add the chicken style broth. And what I do for chicken broth is I use, for every 1 cup of water, I use about a teaspoon of vegetarian chicken style seasoning. And that is just like having broth. Now we're going to leave that on medium heat and we're going to simmer for about 10 minutes. At this point, it's been bubbling for about 10 minutes. It's just boiling off some of the water so that we have the right consistency. So the thickness or thinness of the soup is really up to you. You can boil it a little longer, you can boil it a little less. At this point, we're going to add a scant teaspoon of salt. If you're watching your sodium, you're welcome to use less. And we're also going to add about 2½ teaspoons of cane juice crystals, cane sugar, whatever kind of sweetener you would like to use. Now we want the tomato soup to be the consistency of regular tomato soup. So we're going to take this mixture and we're going to blend it in the blender to get it smooth and creamy. Then we're going to add just a little bit of basil. All right, we're ready to blend. All it's going to take is just a few seconds to a minute to blend this up. Get it creamy and good. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, at this point, usually I've made 3 or 4 batches and not just a single recipe, and so all of it doesn't fit in the blender. So I pour this into a bowl, I do the next batch, I pour it into a bowl, and then when the pot is empty, then I pour everything back into the pot and I add the basil. But since I only did 1 recipe today, we're just gonna pour the 1 tablespoon of dry basil right into the blender. You can use fresh basil if you want, that's really good. But when we don't have that available for inexpensive, use dry basil. And then I don't blend it very much, but I just blend it to mix it. And there we have it. Our homemade tomato soup, better than the store-bought condensed tomato soup. I hope you'll try this. It is so good, and I am sure that you are going to like it also. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day.